Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips offense will take the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
After the run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Zips are flying down the field. Handoff to the single back. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
And the Zips with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Come on, set.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Akron!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
7, USC, 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The Zips are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation.
Oh, look out, there he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They feed him again. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. And the Zips are in the red zone.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The comeback on target. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes his connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, you do see the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Hart. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And they got him for the sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hart. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. That's caught. It's Price. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron.
All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. Running toward the tape. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hart. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback extends the play. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. And the Zips will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. Touchdown, USC! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Akron, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Zips getting set on 1st and 10. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Zips decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Coming after him. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Hart. It's on target and complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He makes the connection.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Scanning the field, it's Hart. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Oh, the big fella running to glory. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hart. Got a man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So
he caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Akron.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
USC 21. Akron, 21.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the 4th quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make it look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Zips moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Dropping back, it's Hart. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Have to be expeditious now. A minute to play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Smashes ahead. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Using his legs, it's Price. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese, and there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.